So one of the fastest ways to lose money in trading is to mistake a simple pullback for a trend reversal. Many traders see price move against the trend and assume that the market has changed direction and end up taking trade that has no business being taken. So how do you know when the trend is actually changing? In this session, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for to identify a genuine trend change and avoid getting trapped by temporary pullbacks. So let's get into it, guys. Most people, they misunderstand when price is about to change. So let's say, take for example, this is a bullish market right now. We are going bullish, right? Good. And price is moving like this. So price is supposed to be creating higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs and higher lows. But most traders, as soon as price breaks this low, they call this a market structure shift and believe that yes, price is what now price has already changed. What price has already changed. What's it called? Price has already changed trend. The trend is changing from bullish and now we are going to bearish. But now, what did I tell you that as soon as price changes to breaks this structure, do you know that price will actually do this? Price would actually be taking liquidity, taking this external liquidity, reacting from an imbalance here to continue to go bullish. You understand? Remember, price is hunting liquidity in the market. You get, and that's the reason why price move. So we cannot just say that okay, because we have this break of structure, then price is going to continue to go bearish. No. In order for us to further confirm that okay, most likely price the trend is changed and price is going bearish, we have to wait for another lower high to be created and then break structure. You understand? So when price does this, we know that okay, now trend has actually changed. And what price will do is price will come, take this high, this external high, and then continue to go lower. Okay, now that is how we identify that trend is about to change. And all this thing has to be an external structure, external market structure, not the internal structure, so you don't make mistakes. It has to be external. The same thing applies to bearish market. Okay, if we are bearish, where is my part 2? Where are you? Okay, good. So if we are bearish, going on a bearish trend like this, and suddenly price breaks the high, it doesn't necessarily mean that what trend has changed. Price would actually be taking liquidity and then continue to go lower. Do you understand? It is when price took this liquidity and then break structure and then price does this, takes this high. Again, this side has already taken external liquidity. Price break that high again. That is when we can say that okay, this bearish trend is now over. What we are now bullish. And in order to further confirm it properly, we wait for a what? A lower high, a higher low, and then a break of structure. Then you know that yes, price is actually. So if price wants to take liquidity or wants to take anything, it has an external liquidity to take. You understand? So what price is going to do is price is most likely going to do this. It's going to take the external liquidity, right, and then continue to go bullish. But when there is nothing to take, just like this, sorry, when there is nothing to take, like this, okay, good. When there is nothing to take here, there is nothing stopping the price. This just came, took this low. It's already took an external liquidity. It has to take something above if it wants to continue to go lower. But there is nothing to take here. So most likely price is going to do what? As it took this, the next target is going to be this high. Do you understand? So it's most likely going to take the high. You understand? So instead of that, that's why it is best to wait for price to do what? Create another lower low and then break higher low and then break structure, giving us a liquidity that price can take. External liquidity. If you watch my video on market structure, you will know what I mean by external liquidity. So what price will do is going to take this external liquidity and then react off an imbalance and then do what? Break structure. Now let me try to show you this example on chart. Now look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry, my chart is kind of analyze on this chart. Look at this now. We have our external structure. These are low. These are high. Let me just mark the structure. Okay. Those are high. Those are low. Those are high. Are low. Are high. Are low. High. Are low. Are high. And then are low. Now, Look at this. Look at what price did there. Look at what price did there. See, I'm going to start from here. See, we start our bearish trend from here. We start going bearish. Okay, I'm coming. Let me put this properly. We start going bearish, right? Good. And then we broke structure. Look at what price did. Price came and did what? Took this high. You see, are we going to say, okay, as price took this high now, trend has changed. This is a market structure shift. No. Price does not give us this. After breaking structure, if it does not give us this, then no, you cannot say that the trend has changed to bullish yet. Okay. What price did is price just did this. Okay. It took liquidity and then continued to go lower. So you cannot say because of this break of structure now you believe that trend has changed or this is now a market structure shift. No, you wait for this. Okay, because it could be a liquidity sweep. This is what we further confirm was creating a new higher low and then breaking structure. That is what will further help us confirm that yes, trend has changed. Given and the reason why we need this is in case if market wants to pull back to take something, it has an external liquidity is going to take, and there will most likely be an imbalance below. So if it does react up the imbalance and then continue to go higher. Okay, so meaning let me draw the diagram here. So meaning the market giving us doing something like this. Okay, after this break of structure, we wait for this to happen. Okay, then that has confirmed that trend has changed. So if market wants to pull back to take liquidity, it already has an extra liquidity it's going to take, and then it continues to go higher. Okay, now look at the example here, the example of chart here. Now look at this. Look at this high. Okay, from here. Okay, price broke structure, broke this low, and then price now gives us this. Did you see? And then from there it continued to go lower. You see our price will not come back to take this high anymore. It continued to go lower. The same thing applies to this. Let's check another structure from the lowest point as well. I've made this figure before, but the audio was far. You can see as soon as price did what? Where's my photo? Okay, as soon as price, took this low, it broke structure, and then what the price did? Price came back and then created what? Gave us this. Okay, and then price came and took this low again and then continue to go higher. You can see price did not come back to take this low. So once price breaks structure and then give us this, you know that yes, the trend is changing. The trend that is as confirmed to us that yes, trend has changed from bearish to bullish. Look at this too. The same thing applies to this high. You can see what price did here. It gave us this high, broke this low, and then gave us this. You see? And then continue to go lower. And even when price wanted to take liquidity, it took all the liquidity, external structural liquidity, reacted off an imbalance and then continue to do what? Continue to go lower. Do you get it now? So if price, so the whole take home point for this is for bullish, for bearish structure, in order for bullish structure for us to know that price is changing. Once price solves this break structure, you wait for this. For bearish structure, for bearish, one want to know if price has changed from bearish to bullish. Once price does this break structure and then give us this, then you can now confirm that yes, price is bullish. So that is all. See you in the next class. If you want, you can subscribe and like, subscribe and switch on the notification bell. So when I post the next lesson, you're gonna get it. See you in the next one, guys.